toward the end of last week, I got a package in the mail from Frank, one of the subscribers on my channel, and he had sent me two baskets, two 12-inch frames. Me and Frank talk quite a bit, especially on the weekends when he's off. He had he recently just assembled a pair of 18s, and before he had assembled them, I think he was having some doubts with some of the parts and so forth, but he got them put together. And I had seen pictures of them before, like the parts and stuff, he showed me. And so he sent me a screenshot. He texted it to me of the TS parameters when he ran it on DATs. And, to me, overall, it looked really good. Things are very sensitive, like really high 80s, almost 90. And so anyways, he had a problem with DATs, and I helped him get that figured out. And we worked that out. But he broke them in, and he said, they had a ton of throw to them, no mechanical issues to them. He said that as far as mechanical noise, they were extremely quiet, which, was great. So I'm glad that they worked out really well for him and turned out as good as they did. But he was going to do, I think, a build with these. These are American-based baskets. And I think he decided to do something different with the motors and so forth. I mean, I can't remember. It's been a while back, but he sent these out to me, and they're really nice, really nice baskets. They utilize the large spider landing as well. He sent them all cleaned up. He gave me, the spider clamp down, like the adapters for it, and they're cleaned up, and I appreciate that. And he gave me the like all the mounting screws to bolt them back down. So I appreciate it. Like I said, Frank's a great guy, man. We talk a lot, so I'll probably do a build with these. I think it's like 12 days before my eye surgery, so once that's done, I'll get back into building stuff. And I was going to use some different baskets on. I've got quite a few of the older RD audio Alpha Max motors, not to be confused with RE audio, but RD audio. They had some really nice products, man, back in the day. Their motors were built in the same, they were built, same build houses like Atomic Motors and so forth. A couple other brands back then. They're really great, really beefy motors. So I'll probably use these frames instead of what I was going to use. Was also talking to Matthew, one of my other subscribers on the channel. We were texting quite a bit last week. And he got the U.S Amps amplifier in. And so he made a comparison video between that amplifier, a JP amplifier, and the Orion 2500.1 DZ, which is a tank. But the U.S Amps amplifier, it's beautiful. It looks amazing. It has extremely high damping, not dampening, damping. It looks very overbuilt. I would say that's going to be, a great sound quality amplifier with a lot of power output. So I'm going to put a link in the description, and you guys can go check out that video where Matthew shows it. I can't wait for him to get it installed. I want to see how it performs. He's got a little CRX with a DD18 in it, so it'll be quite interesting to see how that works out. It's supposed to be a pretty powerful amplifier. Speaking of those in that comparison video, the Orion 2500.1 DZ is just a damn beast. Like, when you look at the 2500 watt power range of amplifiers, some people will say, well, in their opinion, this is the best. In this opinion, in another person's opinion, this is the best. And I don't do all that best shit, but the Orion 2500.1 DZ, like I said, it's a damn beast. That amplifier, it's a 1 ohm stable amplifier. It does well over 2500 watts at 2 ohm. Those amplifiers have done well over 5K, at 1 ohm, so it has a ton of headroom to it. Those amplifiers, not only are they powerful, but they sound good doing it. So if you're looking at in a 2000 to 2500 watt amplifier in that class range, I would definitely consider that amplifier, because with having a ton of headroom, you know, you can turn it down, and then later on, as you may decide to upgrade your subwoofers and so forth, you have plenty of power on tap. Also, you're going to need the electrical to back that thing up. I know firsthand. So again, I'll put a link in the description for Matthew's channel. That way you guys can go over and check it out. And again, Frank, I appreciate you sending the baskets out to me, man. I told him if he needed any, whatever parts he needed, when he starts doing the next build, just let me know and I'll get some shipped out to him and help him out on that. Also, again, if you guys haven't checked out Nate's channel over at Annihilation Industries, go ahead and do that. Nate is a great guy. He does amazing work when it comes to wood. You know, it's just phenomenal. He does beautiful work on woodworking on enclosures and of all types. You know, like I said before. So you know, give his channel, you know, a view. So I'm not going to get into any of it in this particular video, but I know that back last week, I think it was the earlier part of last week, I had 5 or 6 people send me an email, and then like I think it was 2 people or 3 that I text with were asking me questions about voice coils and so forth. And it kind of struck me odd, but you know, like I was talking to them about it. And so, you know, quite a while back, I told you when I was going over certain stuff that I would go over voice coils, the different types, you know, different formers, wire, stuff like that. But I'll do a video on that next. Clear up some misinformation about some of that. You know, hopefully, you know, with the ones that I talked to, you know, we got that straightened out and they understood. But they had a couple of questions about some, you know, certain things about voice coils that just they had heard that was, you know, just absolutely incorrect. So, anyways, again, Frank, I appreciate the baskets, man. I'm sure I'll be talking to you in the next day or two. I'll get some more videos up through the week here. I'm still going through parts because, you know, with that parts acquisition, I'm still getting down parts in like every day or two, like cases. And, you know, we went yesterday and picked up 6 cases from the post office. So anyways, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you on the next one.